Hey everyone, welcome back. It is Icon. Thank you so much for checking out another episode of Esports Analysis. Today, we're going to be talking about the gentlemen's agreements, so the GAs that were just agreed upon here in the last day or so. I've been getting a lot of stuff on Twitter about people asking for my opinion, so I figured I would go ahead and make a video. I want to keep you guys up to date as possible. Just real quick, a gentleman's agreement, for those that don't know, is just something that the teams come together and agree that they're not going to use. If you go into the CDL playlist, it'll still let you use certain things, even though they might be overpowered. So the teams are coming together saying, we can't use a few of these things because they just make the game unfair, and it's not very much fun to watch if you're doing some of these things. So just wanted to make sure I was getting that out of the way. As we go ahead and get into some of the content here, it does look like we have a tweet here from CDL Intel. They were asked, so has anything been officially confirmed with the GAs? And CDL Intel said that 10 teams agreed yesterday. Not sure what happened with Dallas and Florida in the end, but Shotzi was playing pubs earlier with no Merc and no ATS. ATS means auto tac sprint. So it says no one's using Merc anymore. Snaking is a no-brainer, and ATS looks gone, but it's hard to say. And then we can go on from here, and there is a discussion of Shotzi saying on stream, I'll play it in just a moment, that all three of those things have in fact been banned. But let's just go ahead, let's talk about each of those real quick. So the first one is no Merc. Merc just means the Merc Foregrip attachment. If you use the Merc Foregrip, it has recently been buffed, and essentially what it does is it makes your hip fire a little bit tighter. So if you're just firing from the hip, it makes those bullets easier to hit on target, and it affects the vertical recoil. So if you aim down sight, it affects how much your bullets recoil vertically. So like how much you have to pull down to counter that. So it's way better than like the Commando Foregrip or the Ranger Foregrip or anything else. It's by far the best. So that has recently been buffed, and it's a little bit OP, so they've decided to take that out. The other thing that they decided to take out, the second of three, is the auto tac sprint. So I don't know if you guys use this or don't use it. I use it in Warzone, but essentially all it does is when you hold the left stick forward, your movement stick, it just automatically tactical sprints. So, you know, if you press it once, then you have like a slow sprint. If you press it twice, you have a tactical sprint. So you can make it to where you don't have to left click anything. So like left thumbstick click anything. You just press forward and it immediately auto tac sprints. So they've decided to take that out. I've noticed just from using it here over the last couple months that it makes your gameplay a lot faster. Now, when it comes to the pros, I think it would probably make them a little bit faster, but the difference would be minuscule, right? These guys are so good that they get down these button combinations and all that stuff. So auto tac sprint for them, I would agree that most people probably benefit a little bit from it, but I think over time, if everybody agrees not to use it, then the level of play will just return to exactly what it was. So no auto tac sprint. And the last one is snaking. So snaking is where if you're behind like a head glitch, it's this process of proning, crouching, standing up, proning, crouching, standing up. And essentially what it does is it allows you to see like what's coming. You can't fire while it's happening, but it allows you to hide from cover, peek, check real quick, see if anybody's there, get back into cover. And if you're doing that, it's basically impossible to kill you, right? You're just constantly entering a head glitch, and to hit bullets on somebody that's snaking, it's super hard. So what I will say is that even if you're snaking, when you go to enter that gun battle, you can't do it anymore, right? So it's still like I don't want to say that it's an unfair gun battle, because I mean, it's pretty fair. If you're behind a head glitch and they're behind a head glitch and you're each shooting each other, then it's basically just who's going to put their shots on target first. But if you're snaking, it just makes it to where you can hold down a piece of cover. You can wait for somebody to attack you. And then as soon as they leave cover, then you can go ahead and kill them, and you're still behind the head glitch and they are not. So snaking's a no-brainer. I agree that it's not good for the game, right? It's just one of those mechanics that's not good for the game. So I'm happy to see that it seems as though they've been GA'd. So those are the three: Merc Foregrip, snaking, and auto tac sprint. Here, I want to go ahead and I want to show you the clip of Shotzi saying that this has indeed been banned.
Stream, I'm going to say it again, man. Fuck it. All right, so listen. Auto attack sprint is G8, yes. 10 millimeter is G8, and wait, what? Fucking 10 mil. Auto attack sprint G8, Merc Foregrip is G8, and snaking.
All right, so as we enter back into the discussion here, I think that with those three things being G8, I just think that it's good for the environment overall. The Merc Foregrip, yeah, it makes it a little bit easier to aim. That is what it is. So if you're looking at some of these, like if one person's snaking behind cover and another person's not, then obviously that's abusing a game mechanic that gives you an advantage over somebody else. But if you have the Merc Foregrip and they have the Merc Foregrip, then you see what I'm saying? It doesn't really give one person that much of an advantage over someone else. So the Merc Foregrip, it is what it is. The auto tack sprint, I don't know. That's the same thing. You can use it and they can use it. It is what it is. It just makes your gameplay a little bit faster, I would say. So overall, I do think that it's good for the environment of the game. We'll see how it affects certain teams, right? Some teams might be affected more by this, especially if you have teams with super fast SMGs that are always in people's faces. Auto attack sprint just allows you to accomplish those goals a little bit faster. But with that, I don't think it's anything that's like super critical, extremely game breaking. Maybe snaking is the closest just because it's abusing something that's in the game. But we'll see if it has any effect as we watch streams and scrims throughout the week. So if you guys are new around here and you enjoy this sort of coverage of the Call of Duty League, make sure you go ahead, you hit that subscribe button. I put out brand new videos mainly breaking down competitive game film every single day. So if you're here for that, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave it in comments. What do you guys think about all of these GAs? Let me know. Is there one that you think affects teams more than the other? I'm really interested to see what you guys have to say on that. Leave a like before you head on the way. It really helps out the channel. And with that, guys, thank you so much. I will catch you in tomorrow's upload.